Hello, welcome. You're watching BW Auto World, and now at the Auto Expo 2023, I am at the Lohum Cleantech stall, where I'm joined by Rajat Verma, founder and CEO of Lohum Cleantech. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
So please tell us, what have you showcased here and what's your plan over here?
So, at Lohum, we are in the business of producing battery raw materials through recycling. What we are showcasing here is how do we actually carry out recycling and repurposing, which are two fundamental components of any recycling activity. And through recycling, we produce the battery raw materials that you see out here, such as cobalt, compounds of cobalt, lithium, and nickel.
So with this, the main purpose of the electric vehicles is to be more sustainable. So that comes to the question, how sustainable the electric vehicles are. So how does you are helping in this?
Absolutely. Now, if you look at electric vehicles, the most expensive component in a vehicle is a battery. And if you look at the battery, the big cost of battery actually is the cost of producing a cell. Cell production is actually a very carbon intensive activity. By most estimates, you actually consume about 150 kilogram of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour of cell production. What we are showcasing here is you can really bring down the carbon footprint. If you take the materials through recycling, you can reduce the carbon footprint by almost 50 kilograms of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour. That is why recycling is super critical. Not to say that the other component of sustainability is energy security. Through recycling, a country can secure its own raw materials.
So if you can show our viewers exactly how does this work?
Sure enough. So this is a scaled down version of our recycling plant. You see 3 lines out here. The first line is a line where we discharge and shred the batteries to take out all the chemicals inside the battery. After that, in the second and the third line, we run processes through which the chemicals are separated from each other. This is the only of its kind direct recycling line in the world. No one does direct recycling. So we take out the cathode molecule directly from a battery. A cell is made of a cathode molecule and an anode molecule. The cathode molecule is taken out directly over here through this direct recycling in a very low cost and efficient manner. And out here we take out lithium, which is significantly important. It's called the white gold of today. So we take out lithium through a proprietary process, which is called a direct membrane lithium extraction technology.
So as a residue, we get all these materials out?
Yes, we get all the materials out.
How is this process?
Yeah, there's no material that we waste. Every material gets turned into a product and every material is sold. So there's zero wastage in these 3 lines.
And what happens with these materials out?
At this stage, we are sending them to cell manufacturers outside of India. At some stage, we hope cell manufacturers will start upping their operations in India, and so we'll provide these materials to them.
All right. So this can be recycled again and again. And
it can be recycled infinitely.
So the electric vehicles becomes 100% sustainable.
100% sustainable, 100% Indian.
You also mentioned about the price of the batteries, so that's the main aspect of an electric vehicle. So are you working in direction of that also?
Look, I mean, end of the day, 2 things, right? Which is why let me bring you to our repurposed batteries. These are batteries. This is a battery that has come out of a Mercedes-Benz electric vehicle and is now being repurposed into a stationary storage solution, right? This is a charger which is running on a battery, right? So a charging station running on a battery, and this is a UPS running on a battery. The important thing to understand here is batteries can have a second life. By virtue of having a second life, you're effectively bringing down the cost of the battery because you're giving a prize to the owner of the battery. That effectively brings down the cost of the battery, and this is what we are talking about to help reduce the overall cost of the ecosystem. Certainly, as we produce material in the country, and if we start producing cells in the country, then the cost of production will come down because the material is coming from within the country.
So by what percentage does the cost come down? Like it contributes like the 50%?
Look, I mean, the most important thing is it will make the supply chain less volatile. Right? The supply chain will be predictable. Right now, 95% of the material is coming from China, and so we are all at the mercy of China. And they set the price. They are the price setters. With this, we become the price setters for our own nation.
So this production plant is already in place? Or?
Yes, it is the largest of its plant in India. It's a 10,000 ton per annum plant, which is equivalent to 2 gigawatt hours of batteries.
All right. So great speaking to you.